Good morning, rock stars. It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 6, Episode 15. You guys, I am so enjoying this trip. I am so enjoying this Eastern Shore trip. It's just so many funny little quips. Hard to even comment on all the funniness that goes on. It's just everybody talking, the way they have it edited. This is a hilarious trip for me. Anyway, you guys, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, excuse the look. It's 7:20 in the morning, and I'm trying to do this video before I have to go to work and try to get it edited and up to you guys by, for my own on my lunch break. So let's talk about it. So we still at the restaurant when it opens, and basically Giselle and Karen was both, y'all was doing way too much. They entertained the people at the restaurant for sure. Robin is still in a mood down there, so she's found a hotel that she and Giselle can go to. At least she's looking for a hotel. The ones that she's found so far is kind of far away. So anyway, Wendy tells everybody tomorrow they're going to be getting on a boat. Okay, and for everybody to be ready for that. So then we get up and we leave. When we get on the bus, Karen was just like, ooh, this was a whole lot. I was stressful. Mia says, yes, it was. Okay, she actually feels like Ashley and Candace needs to make up. And again, Mia probably just needs to stay out of it. I still think Mia is hilarious. I know a lot of you guys don't like her, but I mean, she definitely fits in with these girls, if you ask me. Anyway, we see Ashley, Giselle, and Robin sitting at the back of the bus. Okay, and Robin is still pissed. Karen. Ooh, that Robin is miserable. I think it would be really nice if one came up to visit. He doesn't have to stay the whole time, just a couple of hours. But maybe he could come, because then she wouldn't have to hang out with Giselle. She's a bad influence. But anyway, while they're on the bus, G, he is so funny. He said he going home, getting in his room because he about to get him a piece of ass. Mia was like, oh, I guess I'm the ass that you're getting a piece of. I don't know. Just G looked like he might be open to whatever. Karen, are you busy? And G was like, and I be getting up in there, like for real, not like you guys, you average ones over there. And Candace was like, oh, don't do it, because there's nothing average about this brown dick over there. And he was like, that dick is white. And she was like, no, it's brown. Chris was like, I'd be happy to show him. They're all like, no. Okay. Well, G, he feels like he can show his too if he really has to. Child, that was so fucking funny when that G got up and started twerking. I was cracking. They kind of low-key wanted G to do it just to see if he was going to. You heard them. They was like, do it. I was just like, man, if them cameras wasn't there, I could still see that G was probably trying to hold himself back. Ooh, the sun is bright. Let me try to fix it so y'all don't be looking at the glare of my face. But yeah, that group is hilarious. Ashley was like, can you imagine if Michael would have been here? Child, who knows how that whole trip would... One personality can sway the whole feel of the group. Michael might not have been a good mix. So they get back to the house, and Robin is just like, once Robin and Giselle get in the room, she was just like, we really got to find a place, okay? Because she just not trying to stay there. And you guys, truth be told, I wouldn't have stayed either. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have stayed, especially with all those men being there and the fact that they had to go up and down them stairs to go to the bathroom, and Giselle's toe was broke. Like, I wouldn't have been mad. I just would have been like, this ain't working. I've been known to, actually got a room before, did not like the room, couldn't cancel it, and just went and got another room. Fuck it. Okay, just had to charge that one to the game because I got to be able to be comfortable when I go to sleep. So if I'm not comfortable, it's not doing it. And usually in those houses, those Airbnb houses, the room that they deem for the kids is always creepy. It's always in a spot where the kids don't even fucking want to be, it ain't got no TV and it's not, so I can already tell what that room was like. I've been in enough big Airbnbs to know how that shit goes. So I didn't blame them at all, so when they were getting ready to go, here goes Escala. You guys can't leave. I was like, Escala, I like Escala. I do. I didn't think that I did at the beginning of the season, and I've turned out to like her. But what bothers me is, girl, you don't know how to play this game now, okay? These girls do these things, and you even all the time wanting people to sit down and talk, and I'm like, girl, So she's trying to stop him from going. They going. Okay. Then who comes out? Mia comes out, and she was just like, where are you going? And they were like, we don't have a bathroom. We're not coming here, going downstairs, Mia's like, you guys could use our bathroom. And they were like, no, we're not using your bathroom. You still have your husband, and you have G, which is a special husband. We really ain't trying to go in your bathroom, So Giselle was like, the hostess doesn't give a shit. She hasn't done anything. And Wendy overhears them, and she was like, that's not true. Okay. It's just that it's the fucking middle of the night. Like, what do you want me to do about it tonight? Well, look, my whole thing is, if you want to go, if I was the hostess, if you want to go, go. I'm sorry that it didn't work out for you the way that we needed it to, but that's fine. You go on and go. And if I was Giselle and Robin, I'd been like, yeah, we leaving. And really, that's it. Y'all ain't got to be all up in the middle of the night trying to stop us. None of that. I'm not trying to get none of that type of sympathy. Just let me fucking go. So Wendy said that she felt like they were trying to have a moment. I was just like, I mean, what do you want to do? We didn't get back to the house till 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, either we gonna stay here tonight, which I've already decided I'm not doing. So there's no time like the present. In Candace's room, her and Chris are talking. They ain't even came out there. And you know what? Giselle and them is grown. Let them handle it. But Chris is kind of chastising Candace about Ashley. And he was like, I know you're going to be mad at me, but really the girl's not even that bad. Like, why do you continue to fight with her? Like, and Candace says, yeah, she's not that bad, but she has her moments. Okay. And whenever she got a moment, Candace is going to be there to check it. But Chris is trying to remind her, remember what the weekend is. It's GVO. GVO. So leave all that shit behind. Now, next morning, everybody is doing what they do in the morning, trying to get ready. Everybody's calling their family, checking on their kids. Wendy is talking to her kids on FaceTime, checking, making sure that they're okay. Her mother is watching her kids. We see Karen talking to Uncle Jessup. Hey, baby, what time do you think you'll get here? Oh, your ETA is about 10 a.m. Uncle Jessup is on his way. Mia's in there with G, and she was just like, I don't know how to behave in this. Like, the house is a mess. Like, we don't have anybody coming to clean the house. Like, I didn't have turn down service. I'm used to going on vacation with Gordon and us having luxury service. Like, this is not where it's at. Like, the fact that I got to be making my bed and cleaning my room when it come in here, it's a hot mess. Like, yeah, no. Ain't nobody down there cooking breakfast. Okay, bitch is hungry. Like, what's going on, really? So everybody is just trying to get themselves together. Karen goes to check on Wendy because she wants to see how she feels about Giselle and Robin leaving in the middle of the night. Karen, just like Giselle, she leaves in the middle of the night. She's tacky. That's just how she is. When they go down to the kitchen, Ashley is wondering if Robin and Giselle are going to come for breakfast. Karen was just like, they normally come for the food. But Ashley was like, I'm going to FaceTime them and see. So she FaceTimes Giselle. Giselle's snugly in her bed. Did you guys sleep okay? Yes, we're fine. Okay, thank you for asking. And, Karen gets on there. She's, Giselle, you and your theatrics last night. She was just like, what theatrics? We was just leaving. Y'all was the one that was trying, everybody was up trying to get us to stop and all of that. Like, this lighting is so not flattering. Ain't nobody told y'all to do all that. The host wasn't even trying to worry about us. The host didn't say shit to us or anything. And Wendy was like, that's not true. I came in there and I welcomed you. Okay. And I guess that was the best that Wendy can do. Look, I'm not really mad at the way that Wendy is mad at them still, but I do feel like Wendy is just really carrying this on further. And I think that Giselle and them are not even really willing to get into combat with her any longer. Giselle's sort of like, well, whatever. So even Wendy is kind of starting to get on my nerves in this whole situation. It's just like, I don't really know what else Wendy wants to happen for them to move forward. So I'm just like, whatever. Ashley, she's about to go work out, and Chris drags himself downstairs. Him and Candace both are hungover. I'm sure they were. They drank a whole bunch. Everybody drank a whole bunch. That's why that whole day before was so turned up. Even Escala didn't make it down. We saw Dre though. Dre was hanging. So then it's 10 o'clock, and who pulls up but Uncle Jessup? Okay. And Karen goes down there and meets him. Hey, baby. I'm so happy you're here. I missed
missed you.
She asked him how was his ride. He was just like, well, it was great.
I was able to read and don't get to read much anymore.
Oh, so while you were on there reading, everybody here was turning up. Oh, we had so much go on. We had things thrown, we had things broken, salad tossed, and oh my God, don't ask me to talk about salad toss.
You guys, that Uncle Jessup is so tickled. And sometimes I can really tell when he's like in the mood to play. He's definitely in one of those moods this time. So, he kind of come in, he kind of hunched over like, what y'all got for me today? Also, Giselle and Robin do make it back, so it's pleasantries. They go around, they greet everybody, okay? Wendy comes downstairs and completely ignores Giselle and Robin. Robin don't care. But Giselle is just like, well, she didn't even say anything to me. She didn't approach me or anything. Both sides to me get on my nerves. But anyway, everybody is congregating downstairs. Finally Candace and Chris brings it downstairs, even though Candace is not sure she should be getting on this boat. Like, should I be getting hungover? And she needs some Dramamine. He was just like, yeah, we're going to get on. We're going to hold on. Everything. If you throw up over the side. So when Candace comes downstairs, I was cracking up when she was like, does anybody have any Dramamine? And she was like, Dramamine, Mia? What does Dramamine? Isn't it Dramamine? And she was like, girl, you so full of drama. I don't know why that shit was so funny to me. But Candace was like, look, even if Mia tries to push my buttons today, you know what? All that happened yesterday was yesterday. Today is a whole new day. Not going to be studying Mia. Not going to be studying Ashley. Okay? Not fixing to get into it with nobody. Shit, her ass is hungover. She really ain't got the energy to do it anyway. When Uncle Jessup is going around saying hi to everybody as well, he goes over to Giselle and she was like, oh, be careful, be careful. I got a broken toe there. And he was just like,
a broken toe? What in the world? How did you do that?
And she was just like, fooling around with your wife. Oh, he was so tickled about that. He was just like, Karen, Giselle's trying to say that you broke her toe. Okay, how did you miss her neck? I was like, look at Uncle Jessup in rare form in the middle of the floor. Okay, that shit was actually funny. And Giselle was like, no, contrary to what you guys all believe, I want Uncle Jessup to live so I can laugh. So anyways, Wendy was like, okay, you guys, we about to all get on the boat. We're going to have a good time. So we got the whole group. They all pile onto the boat, the bus, and they ride down to the dock where the boat is. And it's a nice big yacht. So once we get on there, we get, our pictures, the husband and the wife, the girls all together, the men, everybody, we get settled. Wendy tells them it's food and drinks downstairs. We can all sit around here and just have a nice time riding the waters. And so Robin and Escala go downstairs to go get some wine. And Escala, here she goes. She feels awkward. Girl, get with the fucking program, okay? She feels awkward. It's weird for her to be there with them fighting the way that she wants Robin and Wendy to talk. And Robin was just like, look, at this point, it's no need for me to talk to her. I don't want it to be combative. Every time I do try to say something to her, it's an argument, which is true. And so Robin's whole thing was just like, yeah, I just don't want to have any confrontation. This is not the time or the place. So I'm just going to try to keep our interaction at a minimum. And do you like her? And she says, well, I mean, I thought I did last year, when we met, she was pretty down to earth and we, got along pretty good. She was like, but now I'm beginning to think maybe I was wrong. Now, while she's down there talking to Escala, Mia goes down there, I guess, to get wine as well. And she overhears it. So here goes Mia reporting right back upstairs. Child, that Mia is a mess. And she was just like, Wendy, I heard that you weren't the same as you were last year. And she was just like, what? And she was just like, where'd you hear that? And she was just like, Escala and Robin down there talking, and Wendy was just like, of course I'm not the same. Anybody who's the same in a year, they shouldn't be the same. They should be ready to evolve. That's what we do. We evolve. I was just like, oh, God. So anyway, Robin and Escala come back upstairs and they immediately confront Robin about what Mia just said, and she was just like, Mia said that you said that, Wendy was not the same person as she was last year. And she was just like, I didn't say that. So, we rolled back the tape, and then we realized that Mia has a certain flair for embellishment. She kind of changes the story to the way that she thinks that she heard it instead of the way that it actually came out. So you know what? Everybody was just like, girl, putting 20 on 10. And Mia was just like, oh, okay, my bad. I thought this was one of them opportunities, but I can apologize. I shouldn't have said anything. So we get past that. That don't turn into no big argument. But here goes Escala again, wanting them to talk about it. And Robin was just like, why are we even talking about this in front of the men? And I was like, really? Exactly. See, these kind of conversations and these kind of things, that's why they need to really keep the men being on the show to a minimum, because the interaction can drag the men into it. And the next thing you know, the men are fighting the battles that the damn wives are having. And most men don't even want to be in that shit, And that's a lot of the reason why some of the husbands aren't liked. Like, I just think automatically of Peter, who was, Peter crawled so the rest of these husbands can run. Because Peter was like one of the original husbands that would actually get into it with the women. And we saw that wasn't a good look. Like, the viewers don't like that. And if you guys have been watching closely, G has a lot of the same petty ways that Peter might have. I can see for sure G getting into an argument with some of these women. So, the men don't even need to be around it. So they take their cue. They go downstairs, because Uncle Jesse was like,
Yeah, we know how to stay out of it.
Okay, nigga, we ain't getting in this shit no more. Got to just get G up to speed. So they go downstairs, play cards or whatever. And we leave the women up there to try to discuss the friendships. I was just like, Escala, Robin just said that she wanted to keep the interaction to a minimum. So now here you go stirring up shit. Okay. Robin was just like, I'm fine. Even though Giselle was like, well, we left, you guys act like you so concerned, or the hostess is acting like she's a certain way. Nobody called to check on us, see if we made it to the hotel. Well, I wouldn't have called either. Fuck, it's 2:00, probably 3 o'clock in the morning by the time y'all got situated. So yeah, I'm not really trying to do that. You guys are grown enough. I'm sure that, if you was able to find your place, I'm going to trust that God kept you in his arms and, you made it there safely. So that's about it for me. But Giselle was kind of feeling however she was feeling. And like I said, Robin said she doesn't want to talk about it. Escala was just like, oh, this is, this is comfortable, and Wendy was like, listen, when you're an adult, you just place people. So Mia says, okay, now that the men are gone, I'll start the conversation. She tells Candace, look, I really just didn't realize that, me asking your mom the questions that I did was going to affect you so much, that it triggers whatever it is in you that made you feel like you had to be on like the full attack. So she apologizes for that. And Candace says, I appreciate you doing that. She's like, but really, it's not even the things that you said to my mother. She was like, it's more me being so super protective about this project. I'm very nervous. I'm scared that I'm not going to do it right. I want people to receive it right. And so if anybody talks about it or attacks that I have like such passion for, that hurt me. And so Mia said, okay, well, I understand that. Like, now that I know, what exactly is the problem there, like, I know my boundaries and I'm not going to cross it. I'm not going to purposely try to hurt you, at least when it comes to something like that, So after she apologizes, then Candace apologizes to her and says that she didn't know about the issues that her mom had. And that was when Mia opened up and, told them about the journey that we've heard about her mom already. So she tells it to them, and as a group this time, because everybody's just kind of got pieces and parts. But now as a group, she tells them the whole story. And, Candace respects the fact that her mom has been through what she's been through. And, the mom is now 10 years sober. She was in jail for 8 years. I mean, the mom has had a life for sure. Again, it's too bad that when you are on these shows, like, sometimes your family gets attacked. And so even though Mia kind of brought the mom onto the show, so it was just like, if you really wanted to protect that mom, you really should have never even had her on the show, because once, it's like social media. Once you put it out there, there's no way to pull it back. Now people know, and not everybody is going to be respectful of the mom's story. So Mia has to know that the mom is going to be, you know, she's going to come along and might get affected by Mia's antics on this show. So anyway, we get a good conversation out of them, at least as far as them being on this boat. You know, they are good. All right. Now, of course, we know today they still arguing on social media. So that could also be trying to make sure that we watch the reunion. And I was like, girls, y'all ain't got to do all that. We gonna watch the reunion. Don't worry about that. Okay. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Anyway, you guys, we make it back to the dock. Everybody gets off. We get on the damn bus, honey, and that damn Ashley is knocked the fuck out back there in her corner. And I was like, I know about being a new mom, okay, and having 2 young kids and just being wore the fuck out and tired. I mean, you got to sneak a nap in whenever you can, but you know, G, like I said, Petty, okay, Peter 2.0, he was like, hey, look at Ashley back there. You know, Ashley's head was back, mouth open, all of that. He was like, look at it. She was just like, why are you even bothering me, G? I'm just trying to get a little sleep over here, you know? And he was just like, you look funny as shit, though. He was so... She was like, his type of personality irks me so much. And I was just like, yeah, girl. I said, he has definitely got some of Peter's qualities. They better be careful bringing the men back on. Like, G is new to the game, and he ain't really quite sure how to conduct himself, although I think G is a hoot. Okay. And I think it's funny that Mia just always kind of smiles and smirks with all of the stuff that he does. She don't try to tame him. She don't try to calm him down. She don't try to tell him not to do this or do that. She just let G be G. And honey, that G, he's a lot of person to beat. But I'm telling you, I am so enjoying this Eastern Shore trip. This shit has been funny. All right, you guys, let me get off of here and get on to work. I have to be in Zoom in 16 minutes. Okay. My greasy hair. I should have washed it. It look a mess. Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.